The Human Ambassador's Gambit. Nathan Cole stood at the edge of the Galactic Council chamber, the massive space dominated by the presence of a myriad of alien species. His heart pounded in his chest as he prepared to make his case for Earth's membership. Today was pivotal. Earth's future in the galaxy hung in the balance. The Council, an assembly of the galaxy's most powerful and influential species, was poised to decide whether humanity would be welcomed or rejected. The atmosphere in the chamber was thick with tension. The representatives, with their varying forms and colors, were a testament to the diversity of the galaxy. Yet despite this diversity, they shared a common trait: skepticism toward the new arrivals. Nathan, as Earth's first ambassador, was determined to change that perception. Esteemed members of the Galactic Council, Nathan began, his voice steady as it echoed through the Grand Hall. I stand before you to advocate for Earth's membership in this esteemed body. Humanity has achieved remarkable progress in the last century. We have developed faster than light travel, established colonies across multiple worlds, and made significant advancements in various fields that we believe can benefit the entire galactic community. Nathan's eyes scanned the faces of the delegates. Some were intrigued, others skeptical. He continued, although we are newcomers on this galactic stage, we have much to offer. Our scientists have made groundbreaking discoveries in medicine and energy production. Our artists and philosophers provide fresh perspectives and innovative ideas. And our warriors, though perhaps not yet tested on this grand scale, are courageous and skilled, ready to stand alongside our allies against any threat. As he spoke, Nathan could feel the weight of Corvus's gaze, the Iridian representative, a towering figure with violet scales that shimmered under the chamber's lights, had a reputation for being particularly dismissive of humanity. Nathan's anger flared as he recalled their earlier confrontation, where Corvus had labeled humans as violent and uncivilized. Suddenly, Corvus's voice cut through Nathan's speech, hissing with disdain, "The Iridian Empire objects. The humans are not ready to join us. They are a violent, uncivilized species." The chamber erupted in murmurs as Corvus activated a holographic display. Images of Earth's past conflicts, wars, destruction, and chaos flashed before the council. The scenes were familiar, yet they had been chosen to cast humanity in the worst possible light. "Look at this," Corvus sneered, his forked tongue flicking in contempt. "The humans have spent centuries in conflict. How can we trust them among us?" Nathan's fists clenched at his sides. The display was a biased distortion, an attempt to manipulate the council's perception. He could feel the anger rising within him, but he forced himself to stay composed. This was not the time to lose control. "This is an outrageous misrepresentation," Nathan said, his voice tight with frustration. "Yes, humanity has had conflicts, but we have learned from them. We have grown. Every species here has its own history of violence and struggle." Corvus's eyes narrowed. "You dare insult the Iridian Empire. Your emotional outbursts only prove your kind's unfitness for this council." Nathan's face flushed with anger. He wanted to retort, to let Corvus know exactly what he thought of his condescending attitude, but he knew better. Not in this chamber, not when Earth's future was at stake. Nathan stormed out of the council chamber, his blood boiling with frustration. The vote had been swift and decisive. Earth's membership had been denied. He marched through the sleek corridors of the Galactic Council headquarters, his footsteps echoing off the polished metal walls. As he reached his quarters, he slammed his hand against the biometric scanner. The door slid open, revealing Dr. Ethan Reeves, a fellow human and a brilliant linguist, sitting on the couch. Ethan looked up with a mixture of concern and curiosity. "I take it the vote didn't go well?" Ethan asked, his brow furrowed. Nathan's frustration spilled over. "Those Iridians screwed us over, Ethan. They played that propaganda video and turned the entire council against us. I wanted to tell that scaly bastard Corvus to go to hell, but I couldn't." Ethan listened patiently, his eyes narrowing as he considered Nathan's words. "Nathan, have you noticed how you keep using that word?" "What word?" Nathan interrupted, still fuming. "That word you use to express your anger," Ethan said, his expression thoughtful. The one you've been saying a lot lately. Nathan paused, the anger beginning to fade as he considered Ethan's point. You mean asterisk, asterisk, asterisk? Of course, I've been using it. It's the only word that fits this situation. Ethan leaned forward, his face lighting up with sudden insight. Exactly. And I bet the Iridian translators couldn't fully convey all the nuances of how you were using it. Nathan frowned. What are you getting at? Ethan continued. The Iridian pride themselves on their advanced technology, including their translation devices. But language isn't just about literal meaning. It's about emotion, context, and versatility. A word like asterisk, asterisk, asterisk has many layers of meaning depending on how it's used. But I'd wager the Iridian translators only provide a watered-down approximation. Nathan's intrigue grew. So you're saying the Iridians might not fully understand the depth of what we're expressing? Ethan nodded. It's possible. And if that's true, it could explain a lot about their rigid thinking and limited emotional range. They literally can't comprehend the full depth of what we're expressing. Nathan sank onto the couch, his mind racing. Dan, you might be onto something. Ethan grinned. Exactly. This could be the key to understanding the Iridian bias against us, and maybe it could give us a way to counter it. Nathan rubbed his chin, considering the possibilities. The idea seemed far-fetched, but Ethan's insights were often spot on. All right, he said finally. I'm listening. What's your plan? Ethan's eyes gleamed with excitement. We start by digging deeper into the Iridian language and psychology. We analyze their translation algorithms, look for gaps and blind spots. Then we craft a new strategy, one that plays to our strengths and exposes their weaknesses, one that shows them the power of human adaptability and emotional range. Nathan felt a slow smile spreading across his face. The sting of defeat was still there, but now it was tempered by a sense of determination. Hell yeah, he said. Let's do this. And with that, Nathan and Ethan dove headfirst into their research. They pored over every scrap of information they could find on the Iridian language and culture, searching for clues to their rigid worldview. Little did they know, their efforts would soon lead to a revolution that would change the course of interstellar diplomacy forever. The research began in earnest. Nathan Cole and Dr. Ethan Reeves plunged into the depths of Iridian linguistics and culture, hoping to find a way to counter the biases that had thwarted Earth's membership bid. Their goal was clear: to understand and exploit the limitations of Iridian language and culture to shift the Galactic Council's perception of humanity. Ethan focused on dissecting the Iridian language, poring over texts, recordings, and data on their translation devices. The Iridian language is incredibly precise and literal, Ethan said, pointing to a holographic display of Iridian text. Each word has a single, specific meaning. There's no room for interpretation or ambiguity. Nathan studied the data with intense concentration. So their language is rigid. How does that help us? Ethan explained. If their language doesn't allow for emotional nuance or multiple meanings, they might struggle to understand concepts that are fundamental to human expression. For instance, a word like asterisk, asterisk, asterisk can convey a wide range of emotions and ideas, but to the Iridians, it might just be a vulgarity with a single negative connotation. Nathan's eyes narrowed with realization. So if we use this to our advantage, we can show them that their rigid thinking is a limitation. Ethan nodded. Exactly. By leveraging the flexibility of our language, we can expose the shortcomings in their understanding and perhaps shift their perspective. As they delved deeper, they discovered that Iridian society was built on conformity. Individual emotions and deviations from the norm were seen as weaknesses. Their society suppresses any form of personal expression, Ethan said, sharing his findings. This rigidity is not just in their language but in their entire cultural framework. Nathan absorbed the information with growing excitement. So their lack of emotional range could be their Achilles heel. If we can exploit this, we might be able to break through their barriers. With this new understanding, Nathan and Ethan began to formulate their plan. We need to use the Iridians' own limitations against them, Nathan said. By demonstrating the richness of human expression, we can challenge their rigid worldview. Ethan proposed a series of diplomatic maneuvers. We'll use the word **** strategically in conversations with Iridian diplomats. We need to slip it into discussions in a way that highlights its versatility and emotional depth. Nathan nodded, impressed by Ethan's strategic insight. We'll also prepare our ambassadors with a detailed guide on how to use the word in different contexts. The goal is to make the Iridians confront their own limitations and hopefully spark a shift in their perception of humanity. To test their strategy, Nathan and Ethan decided to run a few simulations with human diplomats. They briefed them on the plan and provided examples of how to use the word **** in various scenarios. Ambassador Sarah Martinez was the first to put the strategy into practice. During a meeting with the Iridian diplomat Xerox, she used the word in a casual, nonchalant manner. Xerox's reaction was immediate: confusion, followed by a flurry of activity with his translation device. The result was both hilarious and telling. Xerox's translator struggled to interpret the word accurately, and his responses were mixed up and awkward. It was clear that the Iridians were struggling to grasp the full meaning and context of the word. As human ambassadors continued to use the word in diplomatic conversations, the Iridians became increasingly frustrated. Their translation devices were failing to provide accurate renditions, and the word **** was causing a ripple of confusion and irritation. Corvus, the Iridian representative who had initially opposed Earth's membership, was particularly affected. He began to scrutinize the usage of the word, trying to decipher its meaning and implications. His efforts were met with growing frustration as the word defied his rigid understanding. The confusion surrounding the word **** had unintended effects. Among the Iridian youth, the use of the word became a symbol of rebellion against the oppressive norms of their society. In the dimly lit back alleys of the Iridian capital, young Iridians began to experiment with the word, using it to express emotions and ideas they had been previously forbidden from sharing. This underground movement grew rapidly, and the authorities took notice. They launched a crackdown on anyone caught using the word or discussing human ideas, declaring it a threat to their social order. Despite the crackdown, the movement continued to spread, driven by the desire for personal expression and freedom. The Iridian youth began to question the rigid constraints of their society and explore new ways of thinking. As Nathan and Ethan watched the unfolding events, they saw an opportunity. The Iridians' struggle with the word **** was not just a diplomatic tool, it was also a catalyst for change. The word was forcing the Iridians to confront their own limitations and reevaluate their perception of humanity. Nathan felt a sense of triumph mixed with cautious optimism. "We're making progress, Ethan. The Iridians are being pushed to question their rigid views. If this continues, we might just have a chance to turn this situation around." Ethan nodded, his eyes shining with determination. "We've started something important. The key now is to keep pushing forward and support the growing movement within Iridian society. It's a long shot, but it's our best chance." As they continued their efforts, Nathan and Ethan knew that their battle was far from over, but they were ready to face the challenges ahead, armed with the power of human ingenuity and the unexpected impact of a single, versatile word. As the word **** continued to unsettle the Iridian diplomats, a seismic shift began to ripple through their society. The confusion and frustration it caused were only the beginning of a much larger transformation. In the Iridian capital's dimly lit back alleys, the underground movement was gaining momentum. Young Iridians, inspired by the human ambassador's defiance and the new word's unpredictable usage, were embracing their newfound freedom. They started meeting in secret, sharing their thoughts and experiences about emotional expression and individual freedom. One evening, in a hidden gathering place, a young Iridian named Tarek addressed the group. His eyes sparkled with excitement as he spoke. "The word **** has shown us a new way of thinking. It's a symbol of breaking free from our rigid norms and exploring emotions we've been taught to suppress." The crowd murmured in agreement, their scales glistening in the dim light. Tarek continued, "We need to take this further. Let's use this opportunity to challenge the status quo and fight for a society where we can express ourselves freely. Turek's words ignited a fire within the group. They began to organize protests, using the word **** as a rallying cry for their cause. The protests were initially small, but their impact was significant. The authorities were alarmed by the growing unrest and the rising demand for personal freedom. The Iridian authorities, taken aback by the sudden surge in rebellious activity, launched a massive crackdown. They deployed security forces to arrest anyone caught using the word ***** or advocating for individual expression. The streets were filled with the sounds of raids and arrests, and a heavy atmosphere of fear settled over the capital. However, the crackdown only fueled the movement's resolve. The Iridian youth, driven by their desire for freedom, continued to resist. They used covert methods to communicate and organize, spreading their message through encrypted channels and clandestine meetings. Amidst the chaos, Corvus, the Iridian diplomat, who had initially opposed Earth's membership, found himself in a deepening dilemma. He had been tasked with deciphering the meaning of ***** and its implications. His attempts to understand the word had led him to study human culture and history more closely. In his private chambers, Corvus pored over human literature, music, and art. He was astonished by the depth and diversity of human expression. The more he learned, the more he questioned the rigidity of his own culture. He began to see the limitations of the Iridian way of life and the potential benefits of a more flexible approach to emotional expression. One night, as Corvus reviewed his findings, he had a moment of clarity. The humans have something we lack, he mused. Their ability to embrace contradictions and express a wide range of emotions is a strength. Perhaps our rigidity has kept us from reaching our full potential. Corvus decided to take a risky step. He reached out to a few trusted colleagues and shared his newfound perspective. He argued that the Iridians needed to reconsider their approach to emotion and expression. His colleagues were initially skeptical, but were gradually persuaded by Corvus's arguments and the growing unrest among the youth. As the Iridian authorities struggled to contain the growing movement, the Galactic Council began to take notice. The unrest and the shift in Iridian society were causing a ripple effect throughout the galaxy. Council members from other species were increasingly curious about the situation. One council meeting was particularly telling. Representatives from various species discussed the implications of the Iridian revolt and the role of the word **** in igniting it. Some members were sympathetic to the Iridian youth's plight and saw the potential for a more inclusive approach to emotional expression. An Andromedan delegate named Sola raised an important point. The Iridian situation highlights a broader issue. Many species have their own cultural constraints that limit understanding and empathy. Perhaps it's time for us to rethink our approach to diplomacy and intercultural relations. The discussion sparked a broader debate within the Council. The idea of revisiting and possibly revising the Council's approach to cultural differences gained traction. It became clear that the rigid frameworks that had once seemed so solid were now being challenged by the unexpected power of a single word. Back on Earth, Nathan and Ethan were closely monitoring the situation. They saw the Iridian revolt as a sign that their strategy was working, but knew that the fight was far from over. "We've managed to shake things up," Nathan said, reviewing the latest reports. "But we need to keep pushing. The Iridian authorities are desperate, and the Council is starting to take notice. We have to ensure that this momentum continues." Ethan agreed. "We need to support the Iridian movement as much as we can. If we can help them build a case for more flexible cultural norms, it could change the dynamics within the Galactic Council." They decided to intensify their efforts. Nathan reached out to human diplomats and allies within the Council, briefing them on the developments and the potential implications for Earth's membership bid. Ethan continued his research, looking for ways to leverage the Iridian revolt to further challenge the Council's perceptions. As the Iridian revolt gained traction and the Council began to reconsider its approach, Nathan and Ethan saw a glimmer of hope. The battle was far from over, but the changes unfolding within Iridian society and the shifting attitudes within the council offered a new path forward. Nathan reflected on the journey so far. We've come a long way, but we still have challenges ahead. The key will be to keep the pressure on and support the Iridian movement while pushing for a more inclusive approach in the council. Ethan nodded in agreement. The word **** may have been just a starting point, but it's become a powerful symbol of change. We need to use that momentum to drive home our message and secure our place in the galaxy. With renewed determination, Nathan and Ethan prepared for the next phase of their campaign, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The Iridian revolt was a testament to the power of human ingenuity and the unexpected impact of a single word. The Iridian revolt, fueled by the unconventional word ******, had now reached a critical point. The initial protests had evolved into widespread demonstrations across the Iridian capital and beyond. The streets were filled with passionate Iridians, expressing their desire for freedom and change. The authorities, stretched thin by the increasing unrest, struggled to maintain control. Tarek, the young Iridian leader who had been a central figure in the movement, stood before a massive crowd in the central plaza. The air was electric with anticipation. "We've shown that we are not afraid to challenge the norms that have bound us for so long," Tarek declared. "Our voices are being heard, and our call for freedom is resonating throughout the galaxy." The crowd erupted in cheers, waving banners with the now symbolic word *****, and chanting slogans for change. The unity and determination of the Iridian people were undeniable, and the authorities could no longer ignore the growing demands for reform. The Galactic Council, alarmed by the escalating situation, convened an emergency meeting. Representatives from various species gathered to discuss the implications of the Iridian uprising and the potential impact on the Council's standing. Sola, the Andromedan delegate who had previously advocated for reevaluating the Council's cultural frameworks, opened the discussion. "The Iridian situation is a clear indicator that our current approach to cultural differences is outdated. The movement's success and the Council's inability to address it effectively reflect a deeper issue within our diplomatic practices." Other delegates nodded in agreement, recognizing the need for change. The debate quickly shifted from merely addressing the Iridian situation to a broader discussion about the Council's approach to cultural diversity and inclusion. Amidst the turmoil, Corvus, the Iridian diplomat who had been grappling with the meaning of *****, made a bold move. He decided to publicly support the movement, despite the risks involved. Corvus knew that his stance could lead to severe repercussions, but he believed it was necessary for the future of his people. In a televised address, Corvus spoke with conviction. "I have come to realize that our rigid adherence to tradition has stifled our growth and innovation. The word ***** has become a powerful symbol of our struggle for freedom and self-expression. It is time for us to embrace change and build a society where every voice is valued." His speech sparked a wave of support among the Iridian populace and further ignited the revolution. The authorities, now facing pressure from both the public and influential figures within their own ranks, were forced to reconsider their stance. Back on Earth, Nathan and Ethan closely monitored the developments. They saw the Council's shifting perspectives and Corvus's courageous support as opportunities to advance their cause. With the Iridian revolt gaining international attention, the duo knew it was crucial to leverage this momentum effectively. Nathan focused on rallying human allies within the Council. "We need to ensure that the Council's discussions on cultural diversity lead to meaningful changes," he said. "This is our chance to push for a more inclusive approach that will benefit Earth's membership bid." Ethan continued to refine their strategy, analyzing the shifting dynamics within the Council and the broader galaxy. "The Iridian uprising has opened a door for us," he said. "We need to be strategic in how we use this opportunity to advocate for our place in the galaxy." They decided to prepare a comprehensive proposal outlining the benefits of Earth's inclusion in the Galactic Council, emphasizing the lessons learned from the Iridian revolt and the potential for positive contributions from humanity. The emergency meeting of the Galactic Council reached a pivotal moment. The delegates, influenced by the growing unrest on Iridia and the compelling arguments presented by various members, began to seriously consider reforms to their approach to cultural diversity. A proposal for a new framework that would encourage greater empathy and understanding among different species gained traction. The framework aimed to create a more flexible and inclusive environment, allowing for diverse expressions of culture and emotion. Sola, representing the Andromedan perspective, championed the proposal. We have seen firsthand the power of individual expression and the need for cultural flexibility. This new framework will pave the way for a more harmonious and progressive council. The proposal was met with a mix of resistance and support. Some delegates were hesitant to abandon long-standing practices, but the undeniable impact of the Iridian Revolt and the persuasive arguments made it clear that change was necessary. As the council debated and eventually approved the new framework, a sense of optimism began to emerge. The Iridian Revolt had demonstrated the strength of a unified voice and the potential for transformation within a rigid system. Tariq and Corvus, now symbols of change, continued their efforts to build a more open and inclusive society on Iridia. The movement's success inspired other species to reflect on their own cultural practices and consider how they could evolve. Nathan and Ethan prepared for the next steps in their campaign, ready to build on the progress made. They understood that while the battle for Earth's membership was not yet over, the recent developments had created a more favorable environment for achieving their goals. As the galaxy watched and adapted to the changes unfolding, the impact of a single word and the courage of a few individuals had set the stage for a new era of understanding and cooperation. The future was uncertain, but the path ahead was now marked by a renewed commitment to embracing diversity and fostering unity across the stars. With the new framework for cultural inclusion now in place, the Galactic Council embarked on a journey of transformation. Delegates from various species began to actively engage in discussions about how to implement the changes and foster a more inclusive environment. The Council's approach to diplomacy and interspecies relations was evolving, driven by the lessons learned from the Iridian Uprising. Nathan and Ethan were at the forefront of this movement, working tirelessly to ensure that Earth's bid for membership would be seen as a valuable asset to the reformed Council. They collaborated with representatives from other species who were supportive of the new framework, building alliances and crafting a compelling case for Earth's inclusion. The changes in the Council's approach are a golden opportunity, Nathan said during a strategy meeting. We need to highlight how Earth's contributions align with the new values of diversity and flexibility. Our goal is to show that humanity can bring unique perspectives and innovations to the table. Ethan agreed. We also need to emphasize that our adaptability and resilience were key factors in the Iridian Revolution. By showcasing these qualities, we can position Earth as a crucial ally in the evolving galactic community. To further their cause, Nathan and Ethan propose hosting a galactic forum, a platform for open dialogue and exchange of ideas between different species. The forum aimed to address cultural misunderstandings, celebrate diversity, and explore ways to collaborate on shared challenges. The Council approved the idea, and preparations for the forum began. The event was designed to be a grand assembly of species from across the galaxy, where delegates could engage in meaningful discussions and showcase their cultures. The forum promised to be a turning point in bridging gaps between species and fostering a sense of unity. As the forum approached, excitement and anticipation built. Delegates from Earth worked diligently to prepare presentations and materials that highlighted humanity's achievements and contributions. Nathan and Ethan were determined to make the most of this opportunity. On the day of the forum, the Grand Hall was filled with representatives from every corner of the galaxy. The atmosphere buzzed with energy as species from different worlds gathered to participate in the historic event. Nathan and Ethan took their places among the presenters, ready to deliver Earth's message. Nathan stepped up to the podium, his heart pounding with a mixture of nerves and excitement. Esteemed delegates, we stand before you today as representatives of Earth, a planet that has faced countless challenges and emerged stronger each time. Our journey has been marked by innovation, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of progress. He continued, the recent events on Iridia have demonstrated the power of unity and the importance of embracing diverse perspectives. We believe that humanity's experience in overcoming adversity and fostering cooperation aligns perfectly with the Council's new values. We are eager to contribute our knowledge, creativity, and spirit to the galactic community." Ethan added, "Our adaptability and willingness to learn from others have been pivotal in our development. We have shown that we can grow and evolve, and we are committed to building a future where every voice is heard and valued." The presentation was met with a positive response from the audience. Delegates from various species expressed their appreciation for Earth's openness and willingness to contribute to the Council's vision of inclusivity. As the forum progressed, discussions and debates unfolded, with many delegates acknowledging the significance of Earth's contributions. The new framework for cultural inclusion allowed for a more nuanced understanding of human culture and values. The Council convened for a vote on Earth's membership. The atmosphere was tense as delegates cast their votes, each one weighed by the impact of the recent changes. Nathan and Ethan waited anxiously, their hopes pinned on the outcome. After a brief period of deliberation, the results were announced. Earth had been granted membership in the Galactic Council. The decision was met with cheers and applause from many delegates, who welcomed humanity into the fold of galactic civilization. Nathan and Ethan exchanged smiles of relief and triumph. Their efforts had paid off, and Earth's place in the galaxy was now secured. With Earth's membership officially recognized, Nathan and Ethan prepared for the next phase of their journey. The focus shifted to integrating Earth into the Council's activities and contributing to collaborative projects. The new framework for cultural inclusion had set the stage for a more harmonious and cooperative galactic community. As Nathan and Ethan continued their work, they remained committed to the principles of diversity, adaptability, and mutual respect. The success of the Galactic Forum and the subsequent inclusion of Earth marked a new era in interstellar relations. The galaxy had taken a significant step towards embracing the rich tapestry of cultures and ideas that each species brought to the table. As the stars continued to shine in the vast expanse of space, the promise of a united and inclusive galactic community stood as a testament to the power of understanding and collaboration. The journey was far from over, but the future held the promise of new adventures, discoveries, and partnerships among the diverse and dynamic inhabitants of the galaxy. With Earth's membership secured, Nathan and Ethan shifted their focus to the next exciting challenge: exploring and collaborating on new initiatives within the Galactic Council. The inclusion of Earth opened doors to uncharted territories and collaborative projects that spanned the galaxy. One of the most significant opportunities was the Galactic Exploration Initiative, GEI, a collaborative effort aimed at exploring previously unknown regions of space. The GEI sought to uncover new worlds, resources, and species, and it was a chance for humanity to demonstrate its capabilities on a grand scale. Nathan and Ethan were appointed to lead Earth's delegation in the GEI. Their task was to coordinate with other species, strategize exploration missions, and contribute human ingenuity to the project. It was an exciting prospect that promised to showcase humanity's strengths in discovery and innovation. As part of the GEI, Nathan and Ethan were tasked with leading the first exploratory mission into a newly discovered sector of space. The mission was a collaborative effort involving representatives from various species, each bringing their unique expertise and technology to the table. The crew assembled on the spaceship Endeavour, a state-of-the-art vessel designed for deep space exploration. Nathan, Ethan, and their team prepared for the journey, equipped with advanced technology and supplies for their mission. "All right, team, we're about to embark on a historic journey," Nathan said during the briefing. "Our goal is to explore this new sector, identify potential planets for colonization or research, and establish initial contact with any new species we might encounter. Let's make sure we represent Earth and the Galactic Council with the best of our abilities." The team nodded in agreement, their excitement palpable. The Endeavour powered up and prepared for departure, its engines humming with anticipation. As the ship entered the unknown, the crew set their sights on the vast expanse of space ahead. The mission quickly proved to be both thrilling and challenging. The crew encountered a range of phenomena, from strange cosmic anomalies to previously unknown celestial bodies. They navigated through asteroid fields, navigated warp distortions, and gathered data on the various phenomena they encountered. During one of their exploratory missions, the crew discovered a habitable planet orbiting a distant star. The planet, which they named Nova Terra, showed promise for potential colonization and further study. Preliminary scans revealed an environment conducive to human life, and the planet's surface was rich with resources. However, the mission was not without its obstacles. The crew faced technical issues with their equipment, and tensions arose among the diverse team members. Different species had varying approaches to problem-solving and communication, leading to occasional conflicts. Nathan and Ethan worked tirelessly to mediate these differences, ensuring that the team remained focused on their common goals. Their efforts to foster cooperation and resolve conflicts were crucial in overcoming the challenges of the mission. As the mission progressed, the crew encountered an intriguing new species on Nova Terra. The indigenous beings, known as the Lumiari, were a bioluminescent species with a complex society and advanced technology. Initial contact was conducted with great care, as the crew sought to establish diplomatic relations and learn more about the Lumiari. Nathan and Ethan led the first official meeting with the Lumiari representatives. The interaction was delicate, as the Lumiari had their own customs and communication methods that were unfamiliar to the human delegation. Despite the challenges, Nathan and Ethan's diplomatic skills shone through. They successfully navigated the intricacies of Lumiari culture and established a foundation for future collaboration. The Lumiari expressed interest in joining the Galactic Council and working with other species, marking a significant milestone in the mission. The success of the Endeavor's mission and the establishment of relations with the Lumiari were celebrated as major achievements. The discovery of Nova Terra and the successful contact with a new species demonstrated the value of humanity's contributions to the Galactic Council. Back on Earth, news of the mission's success was met with widespread enthusiasm. The public eagerly followed the developments, and the positive outcome of the mission reinforced Earth's role in the galactic community. Nathan and Ethan continued their work, focusing on building bridges between Earth and the new species they encountered. Their efforts to foster cooperation and understanding were integral to the success of the Galactic Exploration Initiative. As the Endeavor prepared for its next mission, the team reflected on their journey so far. The challenges they faced and the accomplishments they achieved were a testament to the resilience and adaptability of humanity. The exploration of new worlds and the establishment of diplomatic relations with new species were just the beginning. The Galactic Council's vision for the future included continued collaboration, discovery, and growth. Nathan and Ethan were committed to advancing this vision, working to ensure that humanity's contributions were recognized and valued. Their experiences had demonstrated the importance of adaptability, cooperation, and creativity in navigating the complexities of interstellar relations. As the stars beckoned with promises of new adventures, Nathan and Ethan remained dedicated to their mission. The galaxy was vast and full of possibilities, and humanity's journey was only beginning. With each new discovery and each new partnership, the promise of a united and thriving galactic community grew stronger. The future held boundless potential, and humanity was ready to embrace it with determination and hope. The success of the Endeavor's missions and the establishment of relations with the Lumiari had marked a turning point for humanity. The Galactic Council, now fully recognizing Earth's contributions and capabilities, was eager to harness the potential of these new alliances. With humanity's role firmly established, Nathan and Ethan were tasked with a new initiative, spearheading the Council's new Interstellar Research and Development (IR&D) program. The IR&D program was designed to facilitate joint research projects, technological innovations, and cultural exchanges among member species. The goal was to leverage the unique strengths and perspectives of each species to address common challenges and advance collective knowledge. Nathan and Ethan, now seasoned in diplomacy and exploration, were enthusiastic about the possibilities. Their role was to oversee the program's launch and ensure that the collaborative efforts were productive and beneficial for all parties involved. The IR&D program quickly gained momentum as research teams from various species began to collaborate on groundbreaking projects. One of the most notable initiatives was the development of a new form of energy harnessing technology that combined the Lumiere's bioluminescent capabilities with human engineering. The new technology had the potential to revolutionize energy production and distribution, offering a sustainable and efficient solution for energy needs across the galaxy. The project showcased the power of cross-species collaboration and the innovative spirit of humanity. In addition to technological advancements, the IR&D program also focused on cultural exchanges. Artifacts, literature, and customs from different species were shared, enriching the understanding and appreciation of diverse cultures. Human artists and scientists participated in collaborative projects with their alien counterparts, fostering creativity and expanding horizons. As the IR&D program progressed, new challenges emerged. The increased interaction between species also led to new conflicts and misunderstandings. While the majority of collaborations were successful, there were instances where cultural differences and divergent goals led to tension. Nathan and Ethan were called upon to mediate these conflicts, using their diplomatic skills to find common ground and resolve disputes. Their experience in navigating complex interspecies relations proved invaluable in maintaining the program's positive momentum. One particular challenge involved a disagreement between human and Iridian scientists over the ethical implications of a research project. The Iridian perspective on ethics was significantly different from the human approach, leading to a heated debate. Nathan and Ethan organized a series of forums and discussions to address the concerns and find a compromise. Their efforts to facilitate open dialogue and mutual understanding helped bridge the gap between the differing viewpoints and ensured that the project could continue with a shared ethical framework. The success of the IR&D program and the resolution of conflicts underscored the importance of perseverance, diplomacy, and mutual respect. Nathan and Ethan's leadership had not only advanced scientific and cultural knowledge, but had also strengthened the bonds between species. As the program continued to grow and evolve, Nathan and Ethan reflected on the progress they had made. The initial struggles and setbacks had paved the way for a new era of cooperation and innovation. Humanity's role in the galactic community had shifted from that of a newcomer to a key contributor and leader. The final milestone of their journey was the establishment of the Galactic Unity Festival, an annual event celebrating the achievements of the Galactic Council and the diverse cultures of its member species. The festival featured performances, exhibitions, and discussions that highlighted the collaborative spirit and shared goals of the galactic community. Nathan and Ethan attended the inaugural festival, their hearts filled with pride and fulfillment. The event was a testament to the progress that had been made and the bright future that lay ahead. It was a celebration of unity, creativity, and the boundless potential of the galaxy. As the festival concluded, Nathan and Ethan looked towards the future with optimism and excitement. The galaxy was a vast and dynamic place, full of opportunities and challenges. Humanity's journey had only just begun, and there were still many frontiers to explore and new partnerships to forge. The lessons learned from their experiences had prepared them for the next chapter in their interstellar adventure. The Galactic Council's vision for a united and thriving galaxy was now a reality, and humanity was poised to play a central role in shaping its future. With renewed determination and hope, Nathan and Ethan continued their work, embracing the possibilities and challenges that lay ahead. The galaxy was their canvas, and their journey was an ongoing masterpiece of exploration, collaboration, and discovery. As they ventured into the unknown, they carried with them the spirit of human ingenuity, resilience, and creativity. The story of humanity's rise in space was one of triumph and transformation, a testament to the power of perseverance and the boundless potential of the galaxy. And so, with each new dawn, the adventure continued, marking the beginning of a new era in the ever-expanding universe. The success of the Galactic Unity Festival had established a solid foundation for interspecies cooperation and innovation. However, as the Galactic Council and the newly formed IR&D program flourished, a new challenge emerged: the discovery of an ancient, mysterious artifact on a distant planet. The artifact was unearthed during an exploratory mission led by a team of mixed-species archaeologists and scientists. It was an intricately carved monolith, covered in unknown symbols and emitting a faint, pulsating energy. The artifact was unlike anything ever encountered before, prompting excitement and curiosity among the galactic community. Nathan and Ethan were tasked with overseeing the analysis of this artifact. Its origins and purpose were unknown, and the potential implications for the galaxy were immense. The discovery of the artifact not only posed scientific and technological questions, but also hinted at deeper historical and cultural connections that could redefine the galaxy's understanding of its past. The artifact's symbols were beyond the capabilities of current translation technologies, including those of the Luminary. The symbols seemed to defy any known linguistic patterns, suggesting that the artifact originated from a civilization far older and more advanced than any previously encountered. To address this challenge, Nathan and Ethan assembled a diverse team of experts, including linguists, historians, and engineers from various species. The team's goal was to decipher the symbols and understand the artifact's significance. One of the leading experts, Dr. Kale, a renowned Luminary historian, proposed a novel approach. She suggested that the symbols might be part of an ancient interstellar language used by a now extinct civilization. The team began to analyze the symbols in the context of known historical records and myths from different species, looking for correlations and patterns. The process was slow and painstaking, with many false leads and setbacks. However, the team's persistence paid off when they uncovered a crucial breakthrough. A partial translation revealed that the artifact was a repository of knowledge, containing information about advanced technologies and historical events from the civilization that created it. As the team continued to decipher the artifact, they uncovered astonishing details about the ancient civilization. It had once been a powerful empire that spanned multiple galaxies, known for its advanced technologies and philosophical insights. The civilization had faced a catastrophic event that led to its downfall, leaving behind only fragmented records and artifacts. The artifact provided insights into the civilization's technological prowess, including advanced energy sources, propulsion systems, and medical technologies. It also contained philosophical writings that explored concepts of unity, diversity, and the nature of existence, concepts that resonated with the current goals of the Galactic Council. The discovery of the artifact had profound implications for the galaxy. It not only offered a glimpse into the past, but also provided valuable knowledge that could benefit current and future generations. The artifact's revelations had the potential to accelerate technological advancements and foster a deeper understanding of the universe. With the artifact's secrets gradually coming to light, Nathan and Ethan saw an opportunity to expand the scope of the IR&D program. They proposed a new initiative focused on exploring and applying the ancient knowledge contained within the artifact. The initiative aimed to establish research teams dedicated to studying the artifact's technologies and philosophies. These teams would work on integrating the ancient knowledge with current advancements, creating new opportunities for innovation and collaboration. The proposal was met with enthusiasm from the Galactic Council and its member species. The prospect of accessing and utilizing ancient technologies and wisdom inspired a renewed sense of purpose and excitement. The initiative was officially launched, with Nathan and Ethan overseeing its implementation. The integration of the artifact's knowledge into the IR&D program marked a new chapter in the galaxy's journey. The ancient technologies and philosophies provided fresh perspectives and opportunities, enhancing the collaborative efforts of the member species. As research teams delved into the artifact's secrets, they made groundbreaking discoveries that transformed various fields, from energy production to medicine. The ancient wisdom also fostered a deeper appreciation for diversity and unity, reinforcing the Galactic Council's mission of fostering cooperation and understanding among species. Nathan and Ethan continued to lead the initiative, guiding the integration of the artifact's knowledge and ensuring that its potential was fully realized. Their work was instrumental in shaping the future of the galaxy, bridging the gap between past and present and paving the way for a brighter, more unified future. The artifact's discovery and the subsequent advancements underscore the importance of exploration, curiosity, and collaboration. The galaxy was a vast and ever-evolving tapestry of knowledge and possibilities, with each new discovery adding to the rich narrative of its collective history. As Nathan and Ethan reflected on their journey, they felt a profound sense of fulfillment and gratitude. The challenges they had faced and the achievements they had made were a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of humanity and its allies. The legacy of the ancient civilization and the impact of the artifact's knowledge would continue to shake the galaxy for generations to come. Nathan and Ethan's work had not only advanced scientific and technological understanding, but had also deepened the bonds of cooperation and unity among species. With each new discovery and innovation, the galaxy moved closer to realizing its full potential, a testament to the power of exploration, collaboration, and the enduring spirit of curiosity and creativity. The adventure was far from over, and the future held endless possibilities for those willing to embrace them. And so, as the stars continued to shine and the galaxy expanded its horizons, Nathan and Ethan remained at the forefront of a grand, ongoing journey, a journey of discovery, growth, and boundless potential. As the Galactic Council continued to thrive under the influence of the ancient artifact's knowledge, a new and unexpected challenge began to take shape. Reports of unrest and dissatisfaction started to surface among various planets and species, signaling the rise of a shadowy rebel faction opposed to the Council's influence. The faction known as the Dark Unity emerged from the fringes of known space. Unlike traditional rebel groups, the Dark Unity was not driven by political or territorial ambitions. Instead, it sought to dismantle the Galactic Council's efforts at unity and progress, viewing them as a threat to their own ideological beliefs and sense of autonomy. The Dark Unity was composed of disillusioned individuals from different species, including former members of the Council and disgruntled citizens. They believed that the Council's drive for collaboration and innovation was eroding their cultural identities and freedoms. Their leader, an enigmatic figure known only as Varric, had gained considerable influence by exploiting these fears and uncertainties. Varric was a charismatic and cunning leader, capable of rallying disparate factions under a single cause. His influence extended across various systems, and he had managed to gain access to advanced technology and resources partially obtained from the ancient artifact's knowledge. Varric's rhetoric was persuasive, emphasizing the preservation of cultural purity and the dangers of losing individuality in a rapidly integrating galaxy. He capitalized on the discomfort felt by some species regarding the changes brought about by the Council's initiatives. Through a combination of propaganda, sabotage, and guerrilla tactics, Varric and his followers began to challenge the Council's authority. Nathan and Ethan were alerted to the rising threat when a series of coordinated attacks disrupted key infrastructure and research facilities associated with the IR&D program. The attacks were precise and devastating, indicating a high level of organization and access to advanced technology. The Council called an emergency meeting to address the threat posed by the Dark Unity. Nathan and Ethan, now seasoned leaders within the Council, were tasked with leading the investigation into the attacks and uncovering the full extent of the rebellion. The investigation revealed that Varric's faction had infiltrated several levels of the Council's operations. They had managed to gain insider information and manipulate key systems to their advantage. To combat this, Nathan and Ethan assembled a special task force composed of members from various species, each with unique skills and expertise. The task force's mission was to track down Varric and his associates, disrupt their operations, and prevent further attacks. The team worked tirelessly, analyzing patterns in the attacks, decrypting intercepted communications, and identifying potential sympathizers within the Council. The turning point in the conflict came when the task force uncovered a hidden base used by the Dark Unity. The base was located on a remote, uncharted planet, shielded from detection by advanced cloaking technology. Nathan and Ethan led a daring raid on the base, aiming to capture Varric and dismantle the rebellion's infrastructure. The raid was intense and fraught with danger. The team faced fierce resistance from Varric's forces, who were well prepared and determined to protect their leader. In the heat of the battle, Nathan confronted Varric directly, engaging in a tense and ideological clash. Varric's arguments against the Council's initiatives were powerful and rooted in genuine concerns about cultural erosion. However, Nathan countered with a vision of unity that embraced diversity and respected individuality. The confrontation was not just a physical battle, but a clash of philosophies, with each side defending their vision of the galaxy's future. The raid ultimately succeeded in capturing Varric and disrupting the Dark Unity's operations. However, the victory came at a cost, with significant damage to several facilities and casualties among the task force. The conflict had exposed vulnerabilities within the Council and highlighted the need for a more nuanced approach to diplomacy and integration. In the aftermath of the raid, Nathan and Ethan worked to address the underlying issues that had fueled the rebellion. They initiated a series of dialogues and consultations with various species to address their concerns and ensure that their voices were heard. The Council adopted measures to strengthen cultural preservation while continuing to promote collaboration and innovation. Varric was put on trial for his role in the rebellion, but the proceedings were conducted with a focus on reconciliation rather than retribution. The trial served as a platform for discussing the broader issues raised by the Dark Unity and exploring ways to address them constructively. The galaxy's experience with the Dark Unity served as a reminder of the complexities and challenges inherent in striving for unity and progress. It underscored the importance of addressing the concerns and aspirations of all species, ensuring that the benefits of collaboration were shared equitably. Nathan and Ethan emerged from the conflict with a renewed commitment to their mission. They continued to lead the IR&D program, focusing on fostering understanding and cooperation while respecting the diversity of the galaxy's inhabitants. The experience also led to the development of new strategies for dealing with dissent and fostering inclusivity. The Galactic Council's approach evolved, incorporating lessons learned from the Dark Unity conflict and striving to create a more harmonious and balanced galaxy. As the galaxy moved forward, the legacy of the Dark Unity served as a reminder of the importance of vigilance, empathy, and adaptability in the pursuit of a unified and prosperous future. The journey was ongoing, and the path ahead was shaped by the collective efforts and aspirations of all its inhabitants. With the Dark Unity rebellion subdued and Varric's faction dismantled, the Galactic Council was poised to enter a new chapter. The conflict had underscored the need for reform and a deeper understanding of the diverse perspectives within the galaxy. As the Council's members regrouped and assessed the situation, they recognized the necessity of creating a more inclusive and representative system. Nathan and Ethan, now more experienced and attuned to the complexities of interstellar diplomacy, spearheaded the efforts to reforge the Council's approach. Their focus was on integrating lessons learned from the rebellion into a framework that would better address the concerns and aspirations of all species. The Council initiated a series of reforms aimed at enhancing transparency, fostering dialogue, and ensuring that every species had a voice in the decision-making process. New committees were established to address cultural preservation, technological advancement, and the equitable distribution of resources. One of the key reforms was the establishment of the Council's Diversity and Inclusion Committee. This committee was tasked with ensuring that the diverse cultural and ideological perspectives within the galaxy were represented and respected. It aimed to prevent the emergence of future factions like the Dark Unity by addressing grievances and promoting mutual understanding. Nathan and Ethan worked closely with representatives from various species to build trust and facilitate open communication. They organized interspecies forums where delegates could discuss their concerns and propose solutions collaboratively. These forums became a platform for fostering empathy and bridging gaps between different cultures. In addition to diplomatic efforts, the Council invested in educational programs designed to promote cross-cultural understanding. These programs aimed to educate individuals about the rich tapestry of galactic cultures and the benefits of collaboration. The goal was to create a more informed and tolerant society that valued diversity as a strength rather than a threat. The ancient artifact that had originally sparked the Council's quest for unity continued to play a significant role in shaping the galaxy's future. With its knowledge now fully integrated into the Council's operations, the artifact served as a symbol of progress and collaboration. Nathan and Ethan led a project to catalog and preserve the artifact's knowledge, making it accessible to researchers and scholars across the galaxy. The project aimed to ensure that the insights gained from the artifact were used to promote positive change and avoid repeating past mistakes. The artifact's influence extended beyond technology and innovation. It inspired a renewed sense of curiosity and exploration among the galaxy's inhabitants. Scientists, explorers, and artists alike were motivated to push the boundaries of knowledge and creativity, driven by the legacy of the artifact's wisdom. As the Council began to stabilize and implement its reforms, a new challenge emerged. Reports of unexplored regions of space and potential new civilizations began to surface. The galaxy was on the brink of discovering new frontiers, but this also meant facing unknown risks and opportunities. The Council decided to launch a new initiative focused on exploration and diplomacy with emerging civilizations. This initiative aimed to build on the lessons learned from the Dark Unity conflict and ensure that new encounters were handled with respect and understanding. Nathan and Ethan were tasked with leading this initiative, using their experience and knowledge to guide the exploration efforts. They assembled a diverse team of experts, including scientists, diplomats, and cultural specialists, to ensure a well-rounded approach to first contact with new civilizations. The team's mission was to approach new civilizations with an open mind, respecting their autonomy while seeking to establish positive relationships. They aimed to share knowledge, foster collaboration, and learn from the new cultures they encountered. As the galaxy embarked on this new era of exploration and diplomacy, Nathan and Ethan reflected on the journey that had brought them to this point. The challenges and conflicts they had faced had shaped their understanding of unity and collaboration. The Galactic Council's reforms and the ongoing exploration efforts were driven by a commitment to creating a better future for all species. The lessons learned from the Dark Unity Rebellion had reinforced the importance of empathy, adaptability, and respect in building a harmonious galaxy. The future was filled with possibilities, and the path ahead was shaped by the collective efforts of the galaxy's inhabitants. Nathan, Ethan, and their team embraced the new challenges with optimism and determination, ready to explore uncharted territories and forge new alliances. The legacy of the Galactic Council's journey was one of resilience and hope. It served as a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the pursuit of unity and understanding could lead to a brighter and more inclusive future. As the galaxy continued to evolve, the story of its inhabitants was written with each new discovery and encounter. The dawn of this new era marked the beginning of an exciting chapter, filled with opportunities for growth, exploration, and collaboration.